Alright guys, I wanted to shoot this video as well to talk about my electrician and plumber. As you guys know that this property I'm doing a permit for the first time. And so, um, you never know. So in my town or my city, they require a plumber or an electrician to be a master plumber or master electrician to pull a permit. Now, I've used my electrician a couple times before in other properties, and I never asked him about his license. I know he's an electrician, he has a truck, and he has a couple guys working with him, but I didn't care. I mean, he didn't do the job. Seems like he was, when I met him working on a job outside, so I talked to him, seems like a good guy. So I hired him a couple times before, but I never asked him your license, your insurance, can you pull permit? Are you a master electrician? So my the dilemma was I had the electrician. I told him, I need a permit for this property, and I have to pull a permit. And he said, yeah, we'll do it. And he kept, I think he was busy, but he kept delaying the job. Hey, Mr. Electrician, is the permit pulled? Oh, not yet. I'll go tomorrow. And I know that someone has to be a master electrician because the town told me that. So I wasn't sure if he's gonna need someone to pull his permit, or is he a master electrician? I never asked in the past. So, I keep getting delayed, and all of a sudden finally he showed up when he wanted. All right, we'll start tomorrow. And I said, all right, great. And he said, I asked him about the permit, and he said, yeah, it's ready. I'm gonna just I'll have it tomorrow. I said, okay. So you have it when you start? I said, all right. And he said, I'll post it on the window outside. I said, great. So he showed up in the morning. I was in the morning there. Hey, Mr. Electrician, is your permit ready? Oh, it's at home. I'll go pick it. And then he said, I'll go in the afternoon and pick it up. And I said, okay. And then I follow up the same day. And finally, he sent me a picture of the permit being pulled, and it has the property address. I'm like, all right. So I never knew. I hired him, but I was still like, I'm not gonna start working with him if I don't see the permit. And I sent him a couple emails and a couple messages, and when I talked to him, I insisted I need the permit. But I never knew what's gonna happen. I just like, all right, well, I don't want to buy any material, but I still bought some wires because he told me that the permit is gonna be ready. The what helped me is that he asked me some questions like, what is the square foot of the house, um, what is the address. I mean, I just send me ask me about my name. So that tells me that maybe he started the permit, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure because I didn't have the permit prior to his work. Anyways, finally on the same day he showed up, and in the afternoon I received a message from him with the permit. I said, finally. So what I did once I got the message, because sometimes you never know. So once I got the message with the permit, I think it was right, but I still called the city and I said, hey, the permit department, did my electrician pull a permit? And they said, all right, let me check. And then they confirmed, yes, he pulled a permit. I said, okay, great. Thank you very much. I'm like, and thank God that he pulled a permit, and because I wasn't sure, like I said, is he licensed or not? Is he master electrician or not? So I was very helpful. I was very thankful for that. And he was, and because every other electrician I talked to, they were not master electricians, and their price was even higher because they were adding about $600 to $1,000 for to hire a master electrician to do their job. So, but then finally, my electrician, who I know, he gave me the best price, and he was actually a master electrician. So that was really good news. Now, moving to the plumber. And man, the plumber, it seems like he's my boss. I'm not hiring him. He seems like he's hiring me. Like the way he talks and the way he demands things in a way that, like, what a, it seems like he's very confident, like, of himself, and he has probably a lot of jobs going on that he doesn't need this. So, and it was not easy talking to this guy. I'm like, he's not behaving like he needs the job, and that was a little problem because the thing is, I met him, and I met few plumbers, but I met this guy, and he seems like he's smart. He suggested a couple things in the house that no one else caught before him, and so I knew that he's a smart guy, and I liked talking to him. By the way, he was like, yeah, I need the money up front. I need the deposit up front. I cannot pull a permit before any money. I don't work like you buy material, I do the work. I buy material and do the work. So it's one price, and I'm not gonna do anything if you don't pay me your deposit of 30% of the work. So I was hesitating, and like, all right. So I agreed to that. Let's move forward. Can you send me your license, insurance, and send me some references? And for 2 3 days, one day he sent me his license. The next day, well, the first thing he sent me his insurance. Next one, maybe in 2 days, I asked him, hey, what about your license and references? Then he sent me his license, and then finally, after like 3 days, I did one reference, and I asked for three. I did one reference, and the reference didn't answer. I'm like, all right, well, I need to talk to him. I sent him a text message, and I wrote back to him. He said, no, no, just text him. Then finally, after a couple of trials, the next day or the day after, I get to talk to his reference, and I asked him about the job and what he did and all that. And I might have asked him the reference few questions um, about what he does and what maybe other subs that he used, and maybe if I need one, maybe I can help him, because seems like he was a flipper. He was a flipper, and so he has a lot of experience. And man, once I finished talking to him, the plumber called me, and he's blaming me. Why you asking me these questions? Why you over asked him? I'm like, well, it was a conversation. I wanted to know more of what he does, and I did ask about other subs if he has someone else. Maybe I need an AC guy in the future. This guy deals with flipping houses over and over. So I said, well, if you don't mind, maybe I can, I don't flip houses. Maybe I'll do one or two a year. So I would love if you can help me if I need some help. But this guy wasn't like, yeah, he's treating like, I guess he treats his customer like he's the boss, and not the customers. But anyhow, I think that's my dilemma now. So I need to find out what I'm gonna do with this guy, and whether I'm gonna be working with him. But again, he looked like as a smart guy, so I liked that part about him. I also have his Instagram page, and he posts things on his Instagram. So he seems like he's legit, and I'm gonna verify his insurance tomorrow before he starts, and then I'm gonna go from there. So thanks, guys. I just wanted to review this update. The electrician did half of the work, but he's gonna do more work after the plumber is done. So we'll see how that goes. But I wanna figure out the plumber now. So thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.